The ball to end all balls? Sounds nuts to me. This week on Hapless Heroes.
Are there any more quiches?
Hello and welcome back to the Hapless Heroes podcast. My name is Dave and I'll be your host and dungeon master for this evening's extravaganza.
Oh.
I'm going to start the same way I do all of them, whether it's an extravaganza or just a chill night in. But we're still going to do it from my right with Francesco as first Percival Flothest.
I thought this was a ball. I mean, I didn't know anything about an extravaganza.
To his right, we have John as Jam Jam.
Jam Jam has so many snacks.
To his right, we have Lou as Lev Zangief.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lev, and be back when the streetlights get back on.
What?
Or,
you're going to get your ass whooped.
Or you're going to get your ass whooped. Yeah, he gets it. Yeah.
To his right, we have Mike as Brenner Brew Blitzboar.
Have you all tried the puff pastries? They are absolutely amazing.
To his right, we have Nicole as Glorp Glup Glup.
Ooh, there are cocktail weenies.
And to her right, we have Sebastian as Chumdaloom.
Oh, yeah. Nice to meet you. I heard puff pastries. I got to go.
As we left off, Victor Black, an acquaintance of Jam Jam's, had just rolled up during this cocktail hour of the ball to end all balls. On his arm, we hadn't really gotten to describing her yet, but the, shall we say, sultry Margravine Esperanza, almost as tall as Victor Black. He's about 6'2", 6'3". She's probably about 6 foot. So nice, tall, shapely, red hair going over one eye, basically like, Jessica Rabbit, but here
nice.
In this form. So, with everything that goes with it. Black dress, though, because you are the only people wearing red in this place.
And by you are the only people, there's like 3 people wearing red.
Yes.
For the audience who cannot see our cameras right now, Mike has changed into now a red fedora and red and black checkered scarf.
He's cutting quite the figure. Needless to say, your cohort is distinctive.
Yeah. And we were just told by Mr. Victor Black that, Jam Jam was asked more like, what are you doing here? How did you get invited to this? Which is, a great question to hear.
And Jam Jam is halfway through stuffing his mouth with some of the collected,
of course,
finger foods. And I go, Jam Jam received a letter weeks ago. Jam Jam believes.
We got this invitation last night
to this ball. Victor Black seems to be in utter disbelief. He is. This is like a record scratch moment for him.
Okay, we're all like at this point. He's having this conversation with us, correct? At the group.
Yes.
I will produce the invitation.
He turns to his date. XB. You mind getting us another round of beverages? I may be here a minute. Thank you. And she saunters off.
Towards Chum and the bar.
You hate to see her go, but you love to watch her leave.
Hey, now.
Let's not objectify.
Also, you're
That's ball talk. I don't know what you're talking about.
That is another man's date you're talking about right there. That's
So we might be talking about balls and nuts, but
Shut up, Percy.
That's where we draw the line.
No.
This is good to know. For make-believe people.
we have standards.
I'm just trying to go as like film noir descriptive.
No,
with
no,
this
I
as
understand.
can.
I understand.
I'm getting that vibe.
Like, there's some like, really like minor key trumpet as she walks off into the
Yeah,
distance.
very femme fatale. Yeah, like the.
Yeah.
I'm getting 007.
Oh my!
right
I
now.
sure hope nothing happens to my date tonight. Yeah,
Yeah. No. Seriously. Victor Black continues.
Would you care to? Yeah, could you maybe elaborate on what you mean by
Jam
that?
Jam will roll an insight to see if he should start to be worried now.
Yeah, no.
Yes, it's a great
do
idea.
You need to roll for that.
Oh,
Roll
nat
insight
one.
to see if he's really surprised or if he's just acting.
I'm gonna use my inspiration because I rolled a nat one.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
Jarrell.
grab that adult onset inspiration. Let's cash it in.
14. It's a lot better
Four-
than a 1.
14. Yeah, this guy is genuinely rattled. This is a guy who is not usually rattled, and he is genuinely like, whoa. Okay, so we both have questions and we need answers and we need to get somewhere a little quieter to discuss this out. And he is gesturing towards an embrasure off by the side of the wall, maybe about 20 feet away.
Okay, yeah. No, we will follow you for sure. This definitely sounds important and like something we should definitely not ignore.
Jam Jam grabs his plate of snacks and his drink and kind of like sloops off the chair and waddles after Victor.
Just as you're doing so, you're moving past this group from the Bingalow Corporation. Want to make sure I was pronouncing that right. Yeah, no, the parent company's reporting some slight local disruptions in the supply chain here. She's like, I don't know if you can taste it in the wine here, but like they're having to go with some different water or something. I don't know what's going on. It ain't right.
Interesting.
Another goes, you think the bandits are out there again? I thought we eliminated them. Clearly not. And they kind of fade out as you're moving away from them.
Okay, just put a pin in that.
We didn't just put a gun on the wall. Anyway, yes. So over here, there are a few fancy couches, a low table or so. There's enough room for all of you to kind of sit around in an area that's less likely to be disturbed. And if someone's eavesdropping, you would be able to see them.
So yeah, about this whole you being very surprised that we're here and seeming very concerned about that. What's that about, friend?
Okay, so what do you know so far?
What do we know so far? Oh, what a question. What a question to ask.
I want to know where to start.
We know that our friend Jam Jam came here with something valuable to sell or appraise.
Something valuable to sell.
Or just, and this is where his contact decided they should go because this was where the only place that people would have the money to purchase such a thing. And neither one of them seemed to question that. What?
Who sent you down here?
Okay, so
Jam Jam was invited down here.
Jam Jam was invited down here. It's kind of a funny story how we got here.
I should know everybody getting invited down here.
I think I still have the paper of the final letter that was sent to Jam Jam. That was essentially saying that he was, that it was imperative, essentially, that he accept this invitation, and it was from C. Montrose.
Claw, He wouldn't have. No. Claw? No.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
We only know the stories about this guy, right? Like, we've never seen him. I've never met him in our lives that I know of.
Yeah. His eyes are just sort of darting between each one of you, kind of almost getting bigger as he goes through the line and around the loop. Where is it that you said you were from again?
We never did say that.
Okay. Would you mind sharing?
Okay. Well, if no one stops Percival, he is going to be absolutely 100% forthcoming. And he's just going to be like, well, so, I mean, in the short term, really, like, we're from, like, the raft, right? Because, like, that's where we ended up when we accidentally, blasted off into space unintentionally, by the way, from our home planet, which apparently no one seems to know exists, except for one crazy alien guy we met in a forest. That's a long story, not for here, though.
Okay.
But we're from a place called Concordia.
And the rocks glass that was in his hand drops to the ground and breaks.
I'm sorry, does that sound familiar to you? Because you would be literally the first person that
No.
the second person we've talked to who, and really actually technically the first who would even know of that before, without any sort of other, method.
Okay. I guess I know why he would send them. Why now?
I don't know. Why now?
No,
That's a great
I'm
question. What,
really,
could you
really
maybe ask us?
busy.
Maybe let's back up a few more questions that you were asking
Okay.
yourself, and maybe we can answer those out loud.
Okay. So, common thread between everybody else here.
So,
Choom would be missing from this.
Yeah, he's
Just
at
so
the
you
bottom.
guys know.
Yeah.
Because I would have told Percy to shut up like 15 seconds ago, but I'm not here. So.
I was wondering if you had tried to catch up, and you
No.
had made a point of not saying it, so I should bounce the
Yes.
camera to you for now.
I was thinking that it's probably Percival, Brew, and
Lev, I
Lorp
think, too,
are over
yeah.
with us.
Yeah.
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah, Lev and
Choom
Choom
went to
do
the
it
bar
with
together.
Lev?
I guess.
If Lev came with me, then yeah, for sure.
So in that case, I would say maybe the people at the bar would hear the glass break, possibly at least, right, as he drops
Oh, yeah.
it from the surprise.
Yeah.
But if you guys don't mind, I'd like to attack this from two angles. Since
Sure.
we are talking to Victor Black, I would see mysterious woman whose name was said but Choom didn't hear
Yep.
approach the bar, and Choom would stop mid-conversation with the bartender, take his martini glass that he just received, take the two olives out of the martini glass,
Hop back on Lev's
Toss.
shoulder.
toss the entire martini over his shoulder, hop on Lev's shoulder, slide over towards her, and go, "Well, hello, beautiful."
Oh no! Oh,
Hold his hand
I
out
hear
and
that's
say-
I hear that's the best thing to say to somebody when they come to sit next to you at the bar. I hear that.
hold out.
I hear that is foolproof. That and
I
hey,
have a
my
7
wife and I saw
charisma.
you across from across the bar, and we really like your vibe.
so I'm gonna hold my hand out and go, "Deloom, Choom Deloom."
Okay.
This is the nicest he's smelled in months, so we got to
Yes.
give him that.
Hey, she doesn't know that.
So as the DM, I just want to, which charisma based skill are we attacking this from? Is this a performance? I mean, in some circles, this could be seen as intimidation.
Well, okay, this is completely up to you.
Make your case.
Okay, so okay.
Yeah.
This is a mechanic that I use in my games. We can do a skill, but
Yeah.
when rizzing is being applied and or received,
Yeah.
I always like to think that the person applying it, it's almost like a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Because you're trying to succeed in this,
And
like,
we don't have enough charisma save triggers, honestly, aside from
Right.
a few spells. So.
You know, I like this a lot. So if you were to go by the normal way of generating it, what would your charisma spell DC be?
I would say like
with that, like
I think that would vary.
Presuming
I think
that
that the
your
DM would set the
expertise is
DC.
added to
If
it.
anything, I feel like the DM would set the DC based on what the person's, I guess, demeanor to him
Yeah,
would be,
so
or like
and her
Well,
receptiveness.
I was going to
reception
say
of-
where we could generate it as any of your other spell DCs, and now she would be making the saving throw against your Riz.
Okay, so that would be using charisma as my spell modifier.
Yeah.
That would be an 11.
well, your
11.
skill modifier, so to speak. There's no spell being
Well,
cast yet.
spell.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying the spell save DC
Yeah,
for
but for charisma would be,
cast.
if we calculate
be
it.
11.
Okay.
I've never wanted something to work more in my entire life.
See, it's really close though. It's a 12 on the die, and I kind of like how you had earlier. If it's close, that things are kind of on wavelength there, and Riz is one of those wavelength things.
Okay.
I don't want to argue
like where
against
you're
this. I have
going.
an idea of how to refine this particular system, but I will
Yeah.
I will wait to debut that in a time where it
Yeah.
may not fuck with Choom's current.
I'm going entirely on vibes here.
Yeah.
I like how this
Love
is
that.
going.
Love that.
Like,
You know what? That is really the motto of this show at the end of the day. Is we play D&D based on vibes. So,
Yeah.
Hands out, extended. He's given his eyebrow raise.
she turns, and you can hear the smirk before you even see it as she turns. Like her shoulders toss a little bit. And there's a little record scratch when she actually sees you, because
your stature.
how your stature is nothing like what her voice had made her to be in your mind. So for a moment, she is like record scratch,
maybe
trying to
thinking Lev
reconcile
said
these
it,
two.
but no.
Yeah. Just trying to reconcile the two of these things. But not entirely turned off, just trying to. Her guard is down. That's what I would say, is you've got her guard down with this.
I would take my hand and slick my hair, be like, I know, new haircut.
It's nice.
Thanks. I like your dress. This place really could use the pop of color. And he points to red. Looks like we had the same idea. Lev, can you lift me up just a little bit more? Just eye level.
Yeah, I stand up straight a little bit.
So, I saw you come in with a pretty prestigious fella. Looked like people were wanting to get to know him. So, is that your date? You guys an item?
Seems like everybody knows him. I just met him tonight, but I found him magnetic.
Yeah, it seems like people are kind of drawn to him. He's got that aura. He's farming, Here's the thing, though. He seems a little dangerous, doesn't he? Are you someone that kind of likes danger?
Looking you dead in the eyes. You could say that. So what brings a dangerous man like you to a place like this?
Well, you see, up until recently, I didn't really know. But since we are having such a connection right now, I kind of feel like I found the reason. But before we get into all that, just want to know, you know anything about that guy you came with?
It's the most mysterious man here.
I highly doubt that.
Everybody knows him,
Straightens jacket.
but no one dares say what he does.
Kind of like he runs this place. Finger?
Cut back to us. So what is it exactly that you do, Mr. Black?
Love it.
And why are you so surprised about where we come from?
You could say the exports business. Permanent exports.
Permanent exports. And the name Concordia made you drop your glass, which watch your feet, by the way. Because
You're not supposed to be here.
yeah. So what does that mean exactly? Like, are you saying maybe that we're not affluent enough to be here, or like we're not supposed to be here more in like a cultural sense, or like a let's elaborate on that a little bit.
Do you have any more theories there on it?
Maybe, but I don't I don't like the way you asked me that question.
Because the answer is F, all of the above, and it includes several rings outside of where you were going with this as well. You're not supposed to be here economically. You're not supposed to be here culturally. You're not supposed to be here spiritually. You're not supposed to be here positionally. You're not supposed to be here in a very universal sense, because Concordia is not supposed to be here in a very real sense. We put that away for a reason.
Finger up from Percival. Big sausage finger. What do you mean, put it away? And who's we put it away?
The answers to A and B are none of your damn business at the moment.
Okay, that is a scary answer.
That's fine.
Oh, and I turned to the group. He says it's fine. He says it's fine.
It's fine. Scared is good. Scared is very good.
Yeah, Percival
Because
is sweating.
Just rhetorical question 1. What's the common thread with everybody else here? Jam Jam. I may have given you a hint here.
Wealthy and old?
Old. Very old. And they've all come to this place because time doesn't run here. So their time never runs out here. Are we seeing the theme with running?
So, okay, the people here are running from something?
Someone.
Someone. Okay. Cool.
I'd like to work efficiently, shall we say.
Sorry, running from you?
There we go.
Well, that kind of sucks for them that if you're here and they're all here, it doesn't seem like they did a good job running.
They're here for a reason. They are here because I let them think that here was a good place to be. Let word of mouth get out. And then just sat and waited. And like flies to honey, they came over years and years and years. Mind you, in the spheres, my work is generally done for me. But for these, a little bit of extra work is involved. But from time to time, periodically, I set a little trap like this and lure them in. And capture this generation's worth of people who think that their money can help them outrun me.
Jam Jam puts another cocktail sausage in his mouth and goes, "Are you going to kill us?"
You know what? Yeah, let's get that question out of the way now. That's actually a really good one to establish early on. Should we be running from you?
I'd really hope not to kill you, which is why I was inquiring why you were here in the first place.
Okay, all right.
Because anybody who would send anybody here knows what's going on here.
Oh, I see. Well, I can assure you, we have no idea what's going on here.
No. But the kind of people who would be able to grant this sort of access wouldn't do it lightly. But if you are really from where you say you are, we have to keep you somewhere secure until we know exactly what's going on as well. This leaves us at a little bit of crossroads.
Okay. Well, I mean, in which ways would you say this is a crossroads? I promise that we'd have whatever goals you think we have. Our goal is just to get out of here and get back home, preferably with some fuel for the ship that apparently this thing that we're trying to sell is also for. So,
and normally, I would say getting you out of here would be priority number 1.
Does Claude Montrose own the deal?
He owns this entire ship,
Yes.
the
Whole
entire
ship.
Gabbiani.
Whole thing.
So Jam Jam's, again, thinking out loud to himself, Claude killing Jam Jam for phlogiston He's doing like the math.
And this is the first time we've said the word
Victor starts-
phlogiston. Yeah.
Yeah, but Victor just starts openly laughing at that idea.
Yeah, but because that just where he's going like, okay, well, if Claude invited me to this, he knew I was going to be murdered by you, and then he would get the phlogiston.
He has needs like that. Oh no.
Then why invite Jam to such a thing?
Because if it was him who did it, he knows that you have to be put somewhere safe because you're not supposed to be here. And if you're here, we have an issue.
Okay. All right.
One that might even make him get off his ass.
Okay, so that's great. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. What's the issue with us being here? Like here, like physically, right now, like here.
It's a very long story. And unfortunately, takes a little more time to tell than we currently have.
Oh, yes.
But we're going to sum it up really short in that you see how the general population has sort of a balance, maybe you could say even a curated balance of how many of one type of person versus another there are. Right? Mostly humans, the very unremarkable salt of the space, as it were.
Salt of the space.
The kind that you have to seed everywhere with to even get anything to work. Not the ones who do anything actually interesting. No. Elves, for when you want to spice it up for the sort of people who don't know what spice actually is. And then very little.
Is this a
little
roast
bits
of D&D species?
And a very little bit of the others. They're not ready for a cornucopia like you. No, that was, put it best. You were a first draft. You were never supposed to make it. I don't know why you're even still around or why you showed up. But honestly, we can get to that later. Our first priority is getting you somewhere where you will not get hurt because things are about to get really rowdy in here really quickly.
Okay. Great advice. Definitely want to follow up on a bunch of that stuff later. Where would you suggest we go? Also, our friend is currently at the bar chatting up your date, and I point to the bar.
Yep. We're going to cut over to that.
Oh, yeah. During this whole time,
I'm teeing up the transitions.
Choom
it was great.
has been convincing this girl, like, that he's some big shot. He's trying his best to, like, kind of impress. He's like, yeah, this guy here, this is Lev. He's my right-hand man. He gives the absolute best shoulder massages this side of the astral sea. On me. Normally very expensive. On me. I would love for you to experience it.
Are you pimping out Lev right now?
I dress the part, Fran.
Oh, Jesus.
Does she accept this fabulous gift? And does Lev consent to being pimped?
Well, let's ask Lev first.
No, I don't think that you can. You can't see the glare, but it's there, right? He's glaring at you through probably the shine in his ring right now, and you catch
wink.
it.
She catches the vibe, and maybe another time.
Well, that's fine. I guess maybe then let me leave you off before I go join my friends who are all pointing at me and looking very concerned. Let me at least buy you a drink before you go.
Yeah, that one normally does that anyway. I look over at Percy, who's making all sorts of hand gestures at us right now.
She's still into it, and as she looks at the bartender, and the bartender approaches. You never did say where you were from.
Oh, me? I'm from a place called New Cork City.
New Cork City. Never heard of it.
Hey, I'd love to show you sometime.
New Cork City.
New Cork City.
Yeah. Is it near anywhere?
It's somewhere out in the deep space. I like to keep it a little private. Just like, anyone prying ears.
Make a deception check,
You
please.
motherfucker.
Oh, fuck. Has the drink arrived yet? With my modifier, that is a carry the one, dirty one.
Oh, carry the one. Yeah, the negative one.
Yep, carry the negative one.
Yeah. So there's some fumbling going on with that delivery.
Of course.
It's a little.
I keep looking at Percy, going
Yeah.
like, bro, what the fuck? You're really
Yeah.
fucking with my mojo here, bro.
She leans in. Her perfume is intoxicating.
Oh, no.
She's a little warm. She's really pretty. She's looking right at you.
It's the first time that Chuma's been attracted to anything that's not a ship. And it's going to get us all into intense trouble now.
Oh, I bet she handles just like one, though.
Oh, stop.
Oh, shit.
You stop that.
Oh,
You
shit.
stop that.
Just
A
trying
ship?
to, someone's
Spicing
someone's
up.
get their personality a little bit overpowered by someone's
So
sexuality.
she
Yeah.
That's all that's
100%
going on.
Who
sees-
is 100% using that to take advantage of
She-
Chum.
Yeah.
sees him fumble the bag. Like, he's literally just like,
Now, where is that again?
hey, south, west.
She leans in a little closer and makes a persuasion check against your insight.
No, this is where this is where the charisma save would happen. I
Okay.
feel like.
Okay, all right,
Right?
yeah.
Let's
If we
do a
want a
charisma
charisma save here, okay, you want to make this a
Oh,
charisma save?
God.
Go for it. The charisma save is a DC 19.
Well, that's fun. That's a lot of fun. So with the -1, so I would have to literally roll 20.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
But I rolled an 8.
I guess
Yeah.
you gotta
Instead-
say it. I guess you gotta say
You
it.
really want to tell her everything.
Mhm.
He literally just goes, I mean, it's a place, it's called Concordia. I don't think I'm supposed to tell you, though.
You see her eyes very briefly light up very wide before
Mhm.
returning to normal.
Mhm.
You don't say. It seems your friends are calling you,
I
but
do say.
she slips you a piece of paper. Give me a call sometime.
Yeah, absolutely. He turns. Does the bartender bring the drink that he ordered?
Yes, the bartender does bring the drink that you ordered and hands it to you.
Troom's gonna like hop down, grab it. I'm gonna do my best here to do a sleight of hands.
Sleight of hands.
Sleight of hand. It's gonna take.
No, it
both.
should be plural. you are all hands, baby.
Oh fuck yeah! That's a dirty 23. And I am going to pull out one of my sending stones. I'm going to turn it on and drop it into the drink.
Into whose drink?
The drink that I am going to turn and then give to because I offered to order one. She said yes.
Yeah.
Disguise it as one of the, the non-melting, like icy rocks
Yeah,
or
fancy.
whatever.
Yeah. She didn't even see me put it in there. So
This
No.
is we're in some weird territory here.
But she does take the drink and winks at you.
Yeah. Have a nice night, Lev. We should go before Percy has a fucking aneurysm. This is more cardio than I've seen him do in a long time. He's still jumping up and down, which I'm sure is doing wonders for Glorp's form.
Cuts back to us. I say to Mr. Black, "Oh, thank goodness! Finally done talking to her. I really hope he didn't say anything about where we were from. Now, that would be devastating."
We arrive at the table.
I'd be surprised if anybody else even knew what to make of it.
That's good to
Hey
know.
guys, why do you all look like you shit your pants? Except for you, Jam Jam.
Well, where do we start? Apparently, our friend Mr. Black here is
Hey, how you doing?
a bit of a merchant of death, as it would seem. And,
Oh.
a bunch of the people here, I guess, are supposed to be dead. And, we're not, which is good news. Hey, that's good news, right? He doesn't want to kill us, which is cool. We like that. But we're not supposed to be here.
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
No. I mean, like, he just explained to us that, like, we're not, like, we as, and he, like, whispers it, Concordians aren't supposed to be here at all. And he said something very ominous about how we, the, ominous we, locked that away. And that we're some kind of first draft. I'm going to use air quotes. It's a lot to process. I still don't know exactly what that means, but we need to be not here and somewhere safer. And that is what we have been discussing. Isn't that right, Mr. Black? You see again, Percival profusely sweating. The white shirt that is underneath his tuxedo is starting to become more transparent.
I hope Percy here hasn't given you the wrong idea about where exactly we stand. We are very pro leaving. So if you want us to do that, you just gotta help us get the phlogiston.
Super pro leaving.
Help us get the phlogiston that we bought here, and we'll be on our way. You can have all of these.
Points to all of the old people around.
Lovely people.
The what now? Phlogiston?
Stabilized.
Yeah.
Phlogiston. Yes.
Yeah. That's what we came here with. That's how we got these nice threads.
Is it now? I suppose it does fetch a pretty penny somewhere. I'm
Right.
sure you'd like it returned to you as well. Yeah, we can arrange for that to happen, but right now we need to see to your safety.
Okay, you know what? You're the first person who's even confirmed that we can potentially even get this back, so I'm with you. Also, please don't murder us.
Looks at rest of group, who is not nearly as sweaty as Percy.
No.
You guys all right? Did this guy, he didn't like threaten you or anything, right?
No, so far so good. Jam Jam is still confused why we were invited here, though.
That is a great question.
Someone tried to get us Mr. Black.
No. No. The someone, if the someone is the someone I think it is, they seem to think that down here is safer than up there for you. And judging on where you're from, it's possibly the case. Ooh. I'm a little excited.
Oh,
Whoa,
oh no.
Merchant of Death, you gotta calm down. I don't really want to know how you got that name.
Well, that's I kind of just I came up with that because it kind of seems like that's his whole deal. I asked him what he does, and
What
he
did I
said
tell you about giving people nicknames,
I
Percy?
didn't give anyone a nickname. This was I feel like it was a good it was appropriate label to use for quick identification of this I don't get on
Right.
this guy's
Yeah,
bad side.
yeah.
I'm really nervous, Drew.
Yeah, I can tell. Listen.
He's shaking his hands near his head. Let's stay on topic here, folks.
Yeah, I'm trying here. It's just, you're throwing a lot at us
Voice
at once.
has kind of changed a little bit, and that is also concerning to me.
I'm a little tired. I'm a little wired. I deserve a little bit of respect here, okay?
Pulls out scroll of calm emotions, lights it, hands it.
Seems a little cagey all of a sudden.
Yeah, see, that
Yeah.
is weird.
No, take this. It'll be okay.
And
Just take a hit of that.
he asks
Yeah.
Jam Jam, where do you keep that vehicle you were making a nuisance of yourself with?
Jam Jam points in the direction of the garage where his valet will normally pick it up from.
Somewhere over there.
Just trying to do a little bit of mental math here. I think it would be able to hold all of you, and if you can get to the church on the far end of the property, you should be safe all the way out there. Okay, so we're going to need to cut through the kitchen.
We're leaving now.
Jam Jam starts.
Yes.
Jam Jam starts waddling.
And now
off
we're the
right
better.
away.
Oh, then now sounds
I really
nice.
have a job to
Leaving
do.
sounds great.
And I need to get you as far away from here as possible.
I look genuinely disappointed that I don't get to see Glorp dance in that dress.
That is true.
It's fine.
Glorp also looks disappointed. Well, Glorp's kind of been dancing in this room, honestly. So.
The lights are just like shining on the walls.
Yeah.
It's been adding a certain atmosphere to the
No one else
proceedings.
is dancing yet because it's cocktail hour and there's Glorp in the middle of the dance floor. Just
Because
Well, I mean,
Glorp
we're
is
in like an alcove off to the side, right?
Okay.
So I'm just kind of dancing in the alcove to the dinner music
Oh, yeah,
while
amazing.
eating
Yeah.
cocktail weenies.
Incredible.
I'm dancing with my cocktail
Yeah.
weenies. is what's
Glorp isn't
happening.
dancing like nobody's watching. Literally nobody's watching Glorp dance, and Glorp is dancing.
Dancing Queen, that's what they
Yeah.
said.
Lighten up the room.
brew.
It is peak irony in this shot.
Do you have any reactions to all of this? People have been talking about our home a bit, strangely. And like, I know you're pretty zen. All right, and you're a very in the moment kind of guy, but like, you've been pretty silent as, Percival has been very terrified of what is unfolding here. And I'm just kind of curious what your vibe is right now, Mr. Zen's, was it a suit vest or whatever that is?
Zen Sevenfold.
I heard a rumor that there's mini quiches coming out of the kitchen in a second, and I have been waiting very patiently for these mini quiches. So I have no idea.
You need
what's
adult
going on.
onset inspiration for that, just outright. So please hang on to that.
Listen, I rolled a 5 and an 8 in my last 2 perception rolls. There's
He
no
is
way
just
he's
so
so
not
focused
here.
on this
Okay.
food right now.
Yes, it's perfect.
So focused.
It's perfect.
Maybe we need to catch up on just the magnitude of the situation we found ourselves in. We can't just hang out here anymore, my guy.
As we're waddling through the kitchen and into the
But the
side
Grab
room.
one while we're heading to
quiches
the
are
kitchen.
coming.
Okay, and maybe just let's focus up.
Yeah,
Let's
we
focus
actually
up.
we passed two
Oh
trays.
wait, we're raiding the kitchen? Oh, now
not
you're
what I
speaking
said.
my language.
We can take a whole tray of quiches.
If that's what gets you
Great
to the
idea.
kitchen with us, honestly, that's the move.
So, lean over to Black.
Sorry, this is how our group always
I'm in.
deals with impending doom. Kind of happens to us a lot. To the kitchen.
Okay,
To the
To the
quiches.
quiches.
everybody, please, try to keep it low key, okay?
Okay, that's asking a lot of this group. I've tried this before.
Hey, don't we look low key?
Oh, is this in Pimp?
Yeah, the camera just pans out to the group. Pans back. Yeah.
In the picture of low key, my friend.
Yeah.
How much further do we have to go to get to the car?
Oh, it's
So-
probably a ways to the car. We need to get out. We
probably
need to
a
get out
ways
of
to
this
the
place
car.
first.
But first, we need to get through the kitchen. The kitchen, as you can see, is you only have to go over one set of doors to get back into the kitchen from the embrasure that you were in. So maybe about 20 feet or so, you're able to slip into a door in the kitchen, and things are bustling. It was a large room, you remember when you passed through it before, that had 4 main cook station areas.
Hey, how you doing?
I imagine everyone looks for the quiches as we make our way through the kitchen.
Yes.
Priority number 1 is the quiches.
So
Absolutely.
everyone can make a perception check,
For quiche.
looking for
quiches?
things.
Roll now
19.
Better roll a
Let's
good
go.
ball.
Damn.
Getting better. It's improving. His
A
stomach is more
natural.
full.
Okay,
he's more focused.
so who had better than an 18? Percy,
Damn.
Lev, something with puff pastry that may or may not be quiche or some egg thing is on a tray about 40 feet to the south.
Big kitchen.
Victor Black is gesturing.
Is it puff pastry or is it quiche? I already have a puff pastry.
It's
I want
tough to
quiche.
tell from here. They both have that golden brown color at the top.
We can't shortcut for this. We can't shortcut for this.
That is about 40 feet to the south. Where you are looking is about 70 feet, mostly to the west.
It's in a big, like, industrial kitchen, essentially.
In a big industrial kitchen, you're going to have to pass several workstations, slip in between like a prep area or two.
Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Is it like I'm bumping into like kitchen staff probably because it's hard for me to keep a
Yeah.
low profile.
Yeah, let's everybody. Okay, so the people with the high perception checks, you saw that. The people with the low perception checks, you were just overwhelmed by the amount of stuff. Who had the nat 1?
Yeah. That's me.
Yeah, you bump into the back of a chef who yells at you briefly and
Oh, sorry, but
gestures for you to get the fuck away.
pardoname.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good Elvish.
Yeah, no, right. I've been working on that.
Everybody make a, we're gonna call it a stealth check just to see how easily we pass through the crowd here.
And steal quiches.
Why's it got to be that?
Oh,
I got a dirty 17.
Let's go. Thank you, cat dice. Thank you, cat dice.
All right.
Dirty 17.
Okay.
Acceptable.
Is there anybody under a 10?
Oh, that's a few people.
Oh, that's a lot of hands.
Oh, that's
Oh.
a few people with hands
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, under a 10, you're kind of having a little bit of trouble. You're having difficulty navigating through people. You're kind of bumping into folks. There's definitely a bit of a clamor around you.
Jam Jam hasn't been in kitchens.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say Jam
it's-
Jam,
it's
Glorp,
been a
and
while.
Lev are.
Lev is wearing fur.
It's slowing the group
Oh,
down.
no!
Where you guys only make it, if you're trying to keep the unit coherent, you're only making it about 20 feet in this round of rolls.
Oh no.
About halfway in.
If you're going towards the quiches or you're going towards the exit. Where is the cohesive group trying to go? Are you following,
We're following
Black?
Mr.
or-
Black. He's leading us out of
Good.
here. We need to get the hell
Yeah.
out.
Definitely going for the quiches. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, Chum, are you separating from the party to get the quiches?
If Lev's not going that way, I kind of don't have
Percy,
much of
this
a choice. But if I
quiche.
see Brew going that way, then I would then transfer.
Lev already has a quiche recipe that he wants to try. So
If
he's
you bring that up, that might
looking
change
to
my
try
mind.
some of
Metagaming over quiches.
You have a bolstering treat in your inventory, ready to.
Is it a quiche
consume.
though? Brew made a very compelling argument.
That's
pro
true. I
quiche.
made sandwiches before we left. Everybody has a salami and provolone
I'll wait
sandwich.
to see. If everybody ignores the
Sit
quiches,
salami.
I will eat the sandwich.
Yes, and salami.
If everyone ignores quiches, I will be happy with my sandwich. If people are going for the quiches, I will join. the
We
group going
start
for the
dangling a sandwich in front of everybody. Come on, everybody, follow us. Don't worry. Don't look at all the other snacks.
Like I think I have a fruit leather on me or something.
So on one end, you have Percy panicking with a crazy dude who lost his goddamn mind that we watched him do that. And then we have quiches.
Yeah, his
This is the
his whole
real
voice and
choice.
personality changed, and Percy has not had the time to process or question it because we have to just now leave. And I feel like we're about to go steal the Declaration of Independence.
I think we're gonna get.
I feel like we are
I
the
think we're about to go get
Declaration of
murdered behind the shed.
Independence.
That's fine.
I think
just
you'll
wanted to
be
have
gone in
some
about
quiches.
60 seconds or so.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, matchstick men.
Oh God.
I rock.
All right, what's party doing?
Yeah. So are we really separating the party, guys?
That is up to the. It depends on how badly people want a.
I think
fucking
Chum was
quiche.
putting it on Brew. So Brew, how badly do you need quiche? I know, I'm asking a
Pretty badly.
How willing are you to try to get out of the way and probably make a successive series of checks to not get lost?
Pretty good.
Okay.
Listen, there was this woman, and she told me as I was eating my puff pastry, she said, "Oh, just wait for the quiches," and I gotta have a quiche.
Nice.
This is like the most when in Rome kind of like character like action here, where it's just like, no, I was told the quiches were supposed to come, and now we have to leave before the quiches leave the kitchen.
I was promised quiche.
And Brew has been singularly focused on this.
I will glide on over.
I mean, if 2 other people are already going, Glorp is definitely going to follow for the quiches.
Of course, the people who were distracted. The people who were distracted.
Yeah, also, I was supposed to be able to dance, and that was taken away from me. And then I was told if I came to the kitchen, I was allowed to have not one quiche, but a tray of quiche.
Yep. That is true.
Glorp have their
I'm in the
moment.
kitchen now. I want my tray of quiche.
So
Okay.
You know how Lev has been kind of established as the dad of our group, right? And he's like always doing these things, right? And he's got like the fruit leathers on him. He's got the snacks that he packed, right, for the group, for the adventure. And, you know, but the only way that we could get the kids to follow is if we promise them quiches from the kitchen, right? So now we're in the kitchen, but like the timeline is accelerating, but no, the kids gotta have the quiches. And I feel like that is now the situation.
And we've got quiche at home.
We got quiche at home.
That is the situation that is now unfolding in front of us.
I need to understand who is on our quiche away party here.
Like in a
1, 2, 3. Glorp, Brew, and Choom are.
Yeah, Brew and
Jam Jam and Percival are directly behind Mr. Black for sure.
Wonderful.
And Lev.
What? Okay.
well, no, Lev was having trouble
And
catching
Lev.
up because he was bumping into people too. So
Yeah.
he's at a crossroads now.
Yeah, but still
Yeah.
in the mind of going after that. He doesn't have cheeseburger money for quiches right now.
All right. So you're sticking with the group, or attempting to then?
Attempting
Okay, great.
to, right.
Oh, great. I can handle this. So, Quiche Force. I would like you guys to make a stealth check first.
I love the
Quiche
name Quiche
Force.
Force. Guys, we need t-shirts.
You are only
Made up.
rewarding this behavior, Dave.
I'm absolutely rewarding this behavior.
I'm happy that I felt this for some reason.
Like, this is making amazing radio here.
That's my second nat 1 in like the last 15 seconds. So I'm kind of upset.
This is
Ooh,
great.
Okay, I didn't have the worst roll.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, Brew, what did you have?
A 9.
A 9.
They're all bad
Blarp?
at this.
I have a 7.
A 7.
I'm on
And,
Brew's shoulder.
Shum-
Can I cast guidance? I got a nat 1.
A nat 1.
Again.
So, Shum falls off. It slows Glorp down, and like everybody kind of jostles into each other. You only make it about 5 feet that way, and knocks several pans over. One of them is one of those
Sorry.
metal aluminum bowls, and it's just going bong, go bong, go bong, go
Sorry,
bong, go
sorry.
bong on the floor.
Just here for the quiche. Just here for the quiche.
And I want to cut back to the main group, where
We've lost 3 of
Victor
our
Black's
people.
eyes have rolled back into his head. And he stops for a moment and inhales.
Hey, you feeling okay there, bud?
My blood pressure hasn't been this high in a while.
Oh, you're sounding like yourself now. That's good.
You know,
Yeah, you're supposed to go to the doctor, get annuals for that.
I'm sure I am.
Oh, never mind.
It's a little trying right now. We're trying to bring it in. We're trying to be dignified for the position.
The particular reason why it almost seems like you're experiencing multiple personalities right now, is that something we should be concerned about?
Just, can you just please explain to me what they're doing?
We
Sorry.
Yeah, everybody turns simultaneously.
Just here for the quiches. Sorry.
Victor does gesture towards everybody.
Jam Jam is already he's kind of like ahead of the group a little bit now because he
Yeah,
vaguely
and then he
remembers.
just after that just turns and goes. Quiche Force, are we still Quiche Force? Are we committed?
That was the most confident nod
When
from
Bruce
Mike that has
says,
happened.
I know.
That was awesome. Yeah, I'm full quiche force now, baby.
Listen,
Dude,
I'm just
I
saying
felt it
Mike
right
himself
there,
is
yeah.
probably running to the grocery store after this to go get a quiche, but that's beside the point.
Yeah. This whole thing
When
started
Bruce said
asking a
he's
gay
ready
man
for
if
an
he was going to go get a
adventure,
quiche.
Like,
We
I
should
am
have
100%
the whole
good for the
fucking
circuit
time. Nobody should be surprised by this result.
This is our fault.
It is.
I would just look to the
It is. We
nearest
did this to
cook.
ourselves.
What?
I'd be like, hey man, you know where the quiche station is?
So, quiche forced. First, I would like one more perception check.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a better.
If I roll another nat 1, I'm going to
I
throw
don't-
this dice in the garbage. That's not nat 1.
No, come on.
heard you.
I'm sucking today.
Oh no.
I got a dirty 15.
Okay.
The dice are saying that quiche force was a bad idea.
This is
That's literally
this
what's
is
happening,
not
and I'm
going
not
well.
enjoying
I
it.
got a dirty 4.
I don't think Brew is going to get what he needs today. I rolled a 10.
I'm gonna make sure
Dirty 4.
that your mouth is full of quiche in like 15 seconds, bro.
Okay.
That seems sexually charged.
The two with low scores are a little confused. You can tell there's no quiche here in this entire area at all. It was puff pastry the whole time.
Glurp doesn't actually know what quiche is.
Oh my god. That tracks.
I'm looking for like maybe a fancier cocktail weed.
This is
I don't know.
this is the greatest. I would just like to reunite the party and move it along if we can, because that was the perfect end to this sequence.
We
I
all look
can't
very
top it.
dejected.
Can't even run away,
Well
right?
done. I don't
We
even
all
know
look
what it is.
dejected
I want
and
it, but I
sad.
don't know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so perfect. Okay, so the whole party moving along. Make me one more stealth check here just to see how we're moving through.
Don't make me roll it again.
Dirty
This
16.
is just. I'm changing my bag.
Might be a little late for that.
21.
That's a 6. Percy's struggling.
5.
Glorp literally flows through. Literally.
I start dancing. There's some dance music suddenly happening, and I just
It's pretty delightful.
ballerina away.
Yep.
In my glass slippers in the kitchen.
So anybody
With
under a
pure
5?
grace.
Oh no.
No.
I'm at 5.
At 5. All right. You're kind of bumping into people, but everybody moves along another 20 feet. You've got about another 30 feet to go here.
Damn.
All right.
We just tell them to fucking move.
There's a tray of quiche passing immediately to the left. Somebody make a
Sleight of hand.
dexterity check to go grab it.
Sleight of hand.
Somebody make one good sleight of hand. One volunteer.
That was, I think
that's
that
a-
was the volunteer right
shoot.
there.
That's a 19.
19. You got it. You have a tray of quiche.
With
That
my
was
feet.
amazing.
I
Yes.
use my hands to hold on to Brew, and then I use my feet to grab the tray, and I swing it over to the quiche force.
Yeah. Well, all of you are together now, so
Yes, and we have
Yeah.
quiche, which was
yes.
the most important
And
part.
have quiche. It is enough quiche for everybody if everyone chooses to partake in quiche on the move.
And before somebody starts asking for a quiche force t-shirt where you have to make it.
Oh, yeah.
How
100%.
how good is this quiche?
It's the important question, Dave.
Because I have a reaction one way or the other.
No, it's a 19. This is pretty damn good quiche. Like, they know what they're doing.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
they're mass producing, so they can't really get down and dirty and make, like, good, quiche, like, individually. But for mass produce, this is good.
This
This was worth it.
Oh my god. Oh,
Oh, yeah, dude. It's like
that
fluffy.
was so worth it.
Was
Looks
it?
at
Brew?
looks
Oh.
at worried people and guy losing his fucking mind. Wait, what did we miss?
He's
I
looking.
I
don't
give the
even
rest of the tray to Glorp.
respond, and I just turned back.
He's looking to
towards-
see if he can sneak another one.
Oh my god!
It's Glorp's tray now.
Yeah. All right. So moving along, one last stealth check just to see how we do for this last little bit.
I don't
Um,
think we've
at
stealthed
the
at
end-
all.
Yeah, at the end of the room, there's kind of like two freezers you walk past, and then things open up a little bit.
Hey, we did it all right this time. With
Yeah, it's 11.
23
How we doing? Anybody under 10?
Oh,
or 22.
Damn it. Damn it.
No, that's a
All
couple.
right. So Lev's bumping into somebody. Like there's a little bit of banging and clanging, but
Did Lev not
4.
bump into somebody at any of the times?
yep. We're just about to the end and ready to step through the door, and you've got kind of a moment to recollect here
The
before we step
fur
off.
on his coat is like stained with like sauces and.
Oh yeah, like you guys look a little worse for wear
Wow.
at this point.
No, my gown.
It'll get dry cleaned out or
Yeah.
whatever.
I can get it out.
Okay, Mr. Black, we're moving, we're talking. What's happening to you?
Just trying to keep things a little bit professional.
You
around
keep
it.
saying that.
I've been around a long time. I've had a few different jobs. I just want to make sure my behavior is, of course, job appropriate. You understand?
No.
Why are you sweating?
None of this.
Why
makes-
aren't you?
'Cause I'm a normal person who just ate a quiche. Are you a normal person, Mr. Black?
No. And no.
Percy, why are we following this man?
Because I don't want to be murdered.
We're not so much even following him as we are. He notified us to escape, and we're just taking his.
And this is the first person who has talked anything about getting us out of
So
here.
we're getting
you
the
know
fuck
what?
out of here. That's fine. But can we just leave him behind or something because he's creeping?
I
Yeah.
think he's
Fuck
trying
out.
to get us far away, and then he's going to come back here and do
Yes.
some crazy shit. And I don't
Yeah.
think that we want to be around for it. I'm pretty
He
sure
just
that's
wants
the
to get you
situation.
to the car so you can get to the church.
Okay, yeah. Just so you know, before you do any crazy shit, red shirt, friend. Friend. Okay, all right, let's go.
Should I have worn red?
Yes.
All right. Great. No, I love this because
We get to the car, Jam hops in and just starts just smashing into everything on the way out.
Well-
We find out he can't drive.
about that. Mr. Black is the first one along, and his head is very neatly lopped off his shoulders by a gigantic cleaver as a tall female chef steps out from behind the cooler with the Margravine behind her. Oh no! This won't do at all!
Sorry we took the quiches! What the fuck?
You're going to stay with us! And that's where I want to end this episode of the Hapless Heroes podcast.
What
Wait.
the fuck?
Wait. Victor's head?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Victor's head.
did.
Yeah.
He's so dead,
The
dude.
guy.
Victor
The guy
was
that we're
just
following?
beheaded.
The guy that we're following who was talking about, like
Being
the
dead.
Are there any more quiches?
It's
Was
corpse
just
track.
decapitated by a gigantic female chef.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
That's normal.
Listen.
That's normal. All right, let's.
perfectly normal.
Anyway, if you like us, or if my cliffhangering infuriates you, I can be found on the internet and you can try to unload on me there.
Crazy.
Look for the link tree first.
What?
Link dot.
You heard it here first, audience.
What?
You can come now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Wording is important. Wording is important.
I'm so sorry.
Skeet, skeet, skeet. Anyway.
The invites of this podcast today has been on point.
If you like us, we can be found on the internet. Go to our link tree to find all of our links. linkter.ee/haplessheroes. It'll take you to all of our normal socials that you would know and love, but really it's going to take you to our Discord where you can meet and greet and chat and hang out with us on a daily basis. We're there. We've got an awesome community and we'd love you to be part of it. We talk about things that are D&D. We talk about things that are not D&D and food and general nerd stuff, and we'd love it if you'd join us. But let's say you really like us, then leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice. I mean, you know where you're from, you know what podcast service you're on, and if your podcast service for some strange reason does not allow you to leave reviews or stars or anything like that, come on back to that Discord I just mentioned. We have a channel called 5 Stars. Write your review there. No matter where you write it, on our Discord or out on the internet, we will find it, we will read it, and we will recognize you as the 5-star human that you are. But let's say you really like us. Well, then donate to our Patreon, patreon.com/haplessheroes. That's also in the link tree. BT dubs. And we've got a number of different reward tiers. Some of them give some access to our outtakes, some special behind the scenes stuff, some extra episodes and audio and bloopers. It's good stuff.
And we also have free episodes on there as well that you can check out, like interviews we've done with other people in the creative space, especially folks who have like contributed stuff to our podcast, such as it's pretty cool. I mean, it's more content. Go look at it.
We would love it.
We made you
if
a
you listen to that
content.
too. Yeah, we make content. We don't put ads in it. We'd love you to listen. And we don't put ads in it because we have this Patreon and because our community is so generous. So thank you very much.
Really,
bottom
we
of our
love you
hearts.
so much. Thank you.
We're going to keep doing this until we're older and grayer because of you. But anyway, let's outro our cast. Starting on my left, we have Sebastian we have Choomdaloom, played by Sebastian.
So I guess you can really say those quiche were to die for.
To his left, we have Glorp Glup Glup, played by Nicole.
I honestly think I like the weenies better.
To her left, we have Runner Brew Blitzboar, played by Mike.
Choom stole my line. Have a great night.
Sorry.
No way did he do that.
Because that was what the woman said. She said they were to die for, and I was excited to say it again.
Sorry. You could just say it
I
again.
know, it's okay.
Say it again, but put the inflection on a different.
Come on, just give us your best.
Say it again.
No, that was my.
Hold on.
No, that's fine.
Say it again, but put the inflection on a different word.
Okay, all right. I guess you could say those quiches were to die for.
Yes.
I love you guys.
To his left, we have Lev Zangief, played by Lou.
Make sure you cut that game off and go do your homework. Good night, everyone.
To his left, we have Jam Jam, played by John.
Until next time.
And to his left, we have Percival Flothest, played by Francesco.
Okay, that was the craziest shit I've ever seen.
The quiche? I know.
And my name is Dave. I've been your host, your dungeon master, and those quiches were to die for.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Quiche Force out!